This is the Aston Martin Vulcan, named in honour of Britain's legendary Cold War bomber. Which is quite a bold name to give a car. The Vulcan, after all, was one of our finest engineering feats of the 20th century. Calling your car Vulcan is like naming your child Ace or Elvis. It's got a lot to live up to.
The fastest, most powerful, most extreme Aston Martin ever built.
0 to 60, less than 3 seconds. Top speed, more than 200 miles per hour, and that's with a huge wing on the back slowing it down. Brake horsepower? Well, that depends what you do with your knob. This knob here cranks the power from 550 horsepower to 820 horsepower. Now, Aston Martin has asked me to leave it in position 1 while I get to grips with the Vulcan because she can be a bit lively. Whoops.
Phenomenal! It's like having your internal organs put into one of those old-fashioned mangles.
Because the Vulcan looks like it's time-travelled from the future, you might think all this speed comes from some cutting-edge hybrid wizardry, but it doesn't.
In fact, to tell you the truth, the Vulcan is a bit of a knuckle-dragging caveman.
Unlike, say, Ferrari, Aston Martin doesn't have an F1 team from which to borrow tech, but it does have a proper British can-do attitude. So the Vulcan hails very much from the make the most of what you've got school of engineering, and its engine started life in an old Ford Mondeo.
Well, actually, 2 old Mondeos. Back in the 90s, Aston got a couple of V6s from the first generation Mondeo and kind of gaffer-taped them together to make a V12. OK, as time's gone on, they've upgraded it to the point that they've redesigned it, and it's now got double the power output. But the fact is, the most powerful Aston Martin ever made is powered by the leftovers of a couple of family saloons.